So recap. Last time, you guys sent a lot of emails to your allies.
Not wrong.
Because massive amounts of earthquakes, old one coming towards Leona, yada yada. You know, you guys contacted friends, family, partners, etc. And then at some point you guys decide, hey, we're gonna meet Netosa at the shore. Well, at the new shore of Wingfall, because the old shore
Is gone.
is gone. A lot of things are gone. As you guys made your way towards the new shore, you already had seen undead encroaching on said new shore, which also included a giant shuckle. A giant undead shuckle. He did not spray you guys with berry juice, so that's nice. They did, however, bring a entourage of undead mer people upon you, which you guys easily dispatched. And I did say last session that I am going to start forwarding days. I'm also going to tell you what happens each day, and if there's something you want to happen on said day that is different than what you are doing, then let me know. So just to get things moving along, because I don't know about you, but one can only say they are preparing so much.
Oh, yeah.
And I assume you guys are going to be very, or have already been very bored. I apologize.
It sounded like you said Vord, and I'm like, the old one hasn't gotten here yet.
That's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah. That's what she said. That's what they said.
True.
All right. Cool. All right. So let me put the date on. All right. So day one. Well, not day one. Day
Many.
What day are
Maybe
we on?
day X from arrival or something.
Day X from arrival. Perfect. Because you guys were there. Now you are there. All right. Day X from arrival. Yes.
I did kind of think of something.
Okay.
Okay. The Pocket Watch got fixed.
Yes.
I know I saw the information somewhere. I don't have it. I don't know where the fuck it went. It's not in our DMs. It's not in our chat. I know you wrote it down somewhere because I fucking saw it. I don't see it in any of the handouts.
Just say it's fixed.
But it was upgraded. It had like a new thing.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it did have
Yeah,
a
I
new
remember
thing.
that. It had an upgrade.
And I looked, I went back. It was like episode 1. I'm like, did I fucking imagine it getting fixed? I went back, it was like episode 185 or something, where it got where the husband. I'm like, am I taking crazy pills here?
I vaguely remember this.
I do.
I remember it now that you mention it because it had. The thing that I remember is KK basically you could hear the drooling.
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember what it did. I just remember that it was apparently very good.
All right, let's see how long it takes for 278 pages of chat archives for Roll20 to load.
Oh my god. Assuming it's even in the chat archives.
Yeah, I mean,
even my computer, the chat archives is ugh.
It fucking struggles.
I'm wondering if maybe there was a handout and maybe you hit the wrong one?
Maybe. Hold on. Okay, I'm going through this.
Okay, I'm closing it. It's making my computer explode.
That's one of the troubles about having a game run so long. I can only imagine what it looks like on your end, but even on our end, there's just like folders. They got stuff.
Um.
And sometimes I'll go in a folder and like, the fuck is that? And it's something from like,
It's like
7
I search
years
for
ago.
broken, I search for watch, I search for pocket watch. you know.
All right. So yeah, the pocket watch was fixed in session 184. You showed the schematics to Tegan and Lily. This stuff. I see that in the session. Notes. I cannot for the life of me remember what I added.
Well, so
I'm gonna
I
start
just
going
looked,
through
and I
184.
don't see. So if I go through the actual game, most of our magic items are there, but that one's not. Is it maybe in yours and just not shown to us?
Yeah, it's in Raine's. Like Raine has it.
I have one that's labeled broken.
Well, I will fix it and say it's not broken because it's not broken.
But it had some new features too.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. It's been 8 years. There are so many things.
I'm gonna go to the video.
Yeah, I'm starting to go to the video and somewhere out there
Okay, well.
beneath the pale moonrise. Yeah.
Why can't you remember
Yeah.
several thousand hours of D&D? Come on.
Guys, I don't even remember my childhood or my college years.
It was
or
only May 16th, 2022.
Or my first 3 jobs. You expect me to remember 8 years of D&D?
Apparently, this is when we got shunted back in time. Because I remember this hell map. I think it's right before we did, actually.
I mean, we can move on, and once we find it, we can update it if needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clicking through the episode to look at the chat to see if it was there.
So many things.
I got the schematic then. It probably got fixed later. So yeah, continue on. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
So we're on what? X is what currently from arrival? It's 4? We're currently 4 from arrival, roughly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're currently 4 for arrival. So here is what has been happening. So currently, as soon as the undead individuals reach the shore, Pip, who is not surprised that you are there, has started evacuation of the orphans. She currently has about 50 orphans under her care with staff. So she's been, like, as soon as she got the alarm that, oh shit, they're undead at the shore, the new shore, she's been even mobilizing prior because of earthquakes. She's already starting to try to get as many of her staff and orphans and townsfolk out of the city, out of the town as soon as possible. Is there anything you want from, like, and she has told you, you know, if this is where you're making your stand, she gives you full reign of the orphanage as a mini fort, because
I didn't realize only half Raine was here.
What?
I was making a joke about Raine the character, but it didn't really land, so just ignore me.
Oh my god. So if you guys want to use the orphanage as like a base of operation, you are more than welcome to do so, because it is probably the biggest building in town, and it has, for an orphanage, it actually has a decent wall around it.
So we were actually going to, I remember this, we were going to,
Yeah, there
somebody
was
has
Mighty
an instant
Fortress.
fortress that we were going to pop out.
But if the, what is it?
If we wanted to do the fortress closer...
If Latin doesn't want to cast it, then we can use the orphanage.
Latin will cast it.
Okay.
But yeah, so they will do the fortress. Wizard, all right. But like, yeah, Pip will, if you want to use it as a secondary base in case more people come, it's more than welcome. You're more than welcome to use it. Her first priority is to get her staff and the children away from danger.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of children.
So, and you said there were refugees here as well, right?
Yeah, because since the shore was destroyed, the first place you would hit would be Wingfall.
So, Tilda and Melanie will work together with Pip and try to basically make sure that the anybody that came from the Sisters of the Brave or whatever, anybody that was healers, kind of like goes through the refugees and any other wounded, and then we'll start trying to find basically people from that group that are good at maybe keeping children in, like, to mind, and try to just kind of like get the children and refugee situation like started moving, basically.
Okay, sounds
help
good.
with it.
Could you
actually, if Zaitari wants to help with that at all, if you want to, like, I don't know if you have anything that calms people at all, like, do you have like calm emotions prepared? Probably not.
No.
So honestly, there's probably not anything that would be, I mean, other than your just boundless charisma. But
I was gonna say, my boundless charisma and ability as a bard to entertain people.
I mean, actually, yeah. If you wanted to use your charisma to socially lubricate, what were you gonna have me roll though, DM?
I was gonna ask you what skill were you gonna use to do this.
I was actually thinking of using I don't know, because it's kind of like I'm imagining that Tilda's kind of using some of her you know, noble upbringing and bearing and knowledge, and Mel is using a little bit more of like physical action and also like trying to think of logistics. So I don't know what the logistics would fall into. Because like Mel worked as a mercenary, so she knows a little bit about like moving people from place to place. But I don't know if that would be history for her to remember using that.
I will give you some suggestions. You could use persuasion to obviously persuade some of the refugees to be roped into helping some of these kids and Pip. You can use insight to figure out who would probably be best suited for the tasks. You can use perception to go by who you think physically would be up to the task, because I assume you're jacked.
I like that. I like trying to like
you look for
through
fellow jacked people.
Yeah, well, or see, who seems like as I'm like looking through, kind of see who seems wounded, who seems whatnot. Like I feel like that makes sense. I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, go ahead. Okay. You are very successful in pointing out, figuring, okay, this person looks able-bodied and probably is a good choice to do this. Yeah, you are able to find probably among the current refugees about like maybe 15 people.
Okay.
Which is a decent amount. I assume Tilda's assisting you in this, using, like you mentioned, using her political standing.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a background for that sort of thing, so I feel like that makes sense.
Okay. This is also the time where half the monks are able to arrive. So you have 7 under your disposal currently. And they have brought allies as well. A variety of other monks from their monasteries, though not as capable as the ones that are going to be part of Team Split, the giant old god. They are capable in martial prowess. So you have
gotta have boots on the ground.
Yeah. Of the 7, so they brought roughly 3 people each with them. So 20. So basically 21 monks at your disposal of a variety of skill level. You have the Sisterhood of the Brave that have come. But as you notice, like this, you do notice like this as the day winds down. The sky is starting to significantly darken.
Almost definitely bad.
Yeah, this is it's as if a bad storm is rolling in, but there's isn't any like heavy winds. There's no blanket of moisture that sweeps the air like, just before a heavy rainstorm. It's as if a gray to black thickening like smoke clouds are like hovering in the sky. And and as you are watching this, there is this air of like dread that just starts smothering you. It's worse for those who are not really magically gifted, or have like much, physical prowess. Like on the injured refugees, they're really starting to feel it. It's putting a big damper on things, to say the least. And with that, we will roll into 3 days from arrival. Okay. 3 days from arrival. Unexpectedly, or not unexpectedly, it seems almost before Pip was busy gathering people to head out, that and Isadora is with you guys. So as you guys are setting up within the fortress, Isadora, who is technically your new chambers at this point, because because she is not leaving you guys. She is going to she is staying here come hell or high water. She lets you know that that Eagle Eye arrived shortly before dawn, and she has brought the ranger commune with her, both sets from Malat and from the wilds. They were setting up a secondary base in the wilds, but she has brought both of them because she got the lowdown of what was happening. It wasn't too hard for her to find out. So with that, you now have 152 rangers under your employ. So with that as well, Lyris has reported back. Like, he is physically on the ground with you guys now. And he explains to you that he could no longer stay within distance of Netosa. Apparently, he's got some pretty nasty undead aerial forces now as well.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. He, through a variety of magical means, has an estimate of how many beings Netosa might be traveling with. And it is around the ballpark of 10,000 units.
We're gonna die.
And we've got less than 2,000.
Yes. Lyris tells you amongst the units there are a plethora of casters. So what he had witnessed and what he was able to gather was, even in their wake, the casters amongst Netosa's units have been animating undead. He thinks most of the troops have been animated using this, or a variation of this spell. And judging by the number of units, he thinks it's been going on for a while. He's not sure how long a while is, though. It could have been a month. It could have been a couple months. But somehow he has amassed a ton of these undead. Luckily, most of them look like they could be handled easily, but there are a few among them that are not to be trifled with. What were you going to say?
So, how many, how many assets do we have that have high-level spell slots, like level 9 spell slots?
So you have Latin, you have Ishalia, so they are and you have Grim. So essentially, I would count those 3 of the Exalted as level 20, so pretty much on par with you guys. So they have access to level 9 spells.
So, especially if there's a number of like low, whatever, minions. Meteor Swarm has a casting range of 1 mile. If we wanted to try to get somebody close and try to pepper their forces as they come in, maybe something like that is really far away, we could get in and get out and literally just, kind of like a wave of arrows, we're just trying to dull their numbers some. Would that be possible, maybe? I feel like I could ask Lyris because he was flying around near them and would have an idea of if we would be able to, how difficult it would be to get within 1 mile.
It wouldn't. Lyra says it wouldn't be difficult. The problem is he thinks most of their forces are in the water right now. There are a number of aerial forces, but they don't make up the majority of the horde.
True, but aerial forces will get fucked.
They would.
And also, the aerial forces are probably going to be the larger threat.
Yes.
Especially if any of his aerial forces also happen to be spellcasters. They could really fuck us. I'll be right back. I gotta plug in my headphones.
Okay. Okay. So that, I mean, Latin is definitely capable of meteor swarm. She can memorize that, and she can go with somebody. They're not gonna send her alone, obviously. She could go with Iris. She'll probably take. It sounds like she'd probably take Elle with her just in case something happens. Maybe Noah.
Mel would be willing to go if it would be helpful, since it was her idea. Or if anybody else has any other suggestions for any other trying to cut down their numbers options.
I mean, the only thing that I can cast that would be helpful is going to be Illusory Dragon. But it only lasts for a minute. So I'd have to essentially be around to...
Yeah, well...
It's not like it's, a meteor swarm. I mean, I can use a wish spell to... No, wait, no, I can't. Because it's a 9th level spell.
Well, and I'm thinking the biggest thing with that is how far away it can be used.
Yeah.
That's probably going to help us get in and get out more safely.
I could cast an 8th level Tsunami. The range is sight. It lasts up to 6 rounds.
They are literally in the water, though.
Yeah, but let's see. You can make a wall up to 300 feet long, 300 feet high, and 50 feet thick. So it could hit creatures in the air because it is 300 feet high.
Oh, okay.
That would be probably the only thing that I could cast with Wish that would be the most beneficial. Because
I mean, that's also, I mean, sight is pretty far, especially at the coast. So,
if only I was a druid.
Yeah, I mean, Latin will probably go with Lyris and Noah and Elle. Have you guys thought about what you want to use that divine intervention for?
I think we're gonna.
We're going to try to ask for, quote, a way to transform Netosa's pieces.
Yeah, I think just can you give us your overwhelming magical power?
Okay.
So that we don't have to go to a ley lines area and just do it here.
Okay.
Well, but also if we literally just ask for a way to change the pieces, it could be a portal, it could be magic, it could be whatever the DD sees fit. So.
Yeah, whatever essentially works.
Okay.
So that is what we landed on for that.
Sounds good. All right. So Latin will go, and she'll probably try to get them with Meteor Swarm and see how that works out. The aerial forces. So she's gonna go do that. Noah is going to. she's going with that. He's going with them. Also on incoming day 3 at this point now. The Church of Ayun has arrived. So you have them. Probably around in total of like fighting fit clerics and paladins, you are looking about 76 capable. Surprisingly, it takes the end of the night, but anybody who is like looking out into the horizon towards the east slowly sees a tower crawling towards you guys.
Nice. Okay.
Is it?
They're fucked now.
It is Stefan.
We got the Tressums, baby.
You do know his tower does have some offensive capabilities, but he is very, very slowly making his way towards the center.
Pull out my most potent catnip.
Towards the center of town. So you have his tower. You've never seen the full capability of his tower offensively, so we will leave that as a question mark. Question mark offensive? Definitely offending many dogs. But so you have his tower, you have the forces of Church of the Ayun, you have the Commune Rangers currently. You have the Exalted, who are on par with you guys. And you have the Guardians, who are not as high level as you guys, but high level in their own regard.
They're doing their best.
They're doing their best. They're pretty good compared to like your everyday adventurer. Let's just say that. Next day, you do not hear from Latin yet. However, on the next day, you do get word. You do get word, Zaitari, that the Godslayer, by some fucking miracle, is ready to go.
No, thank God.
And it is making its way towards you guys. They're getting there as fast as it can. But let's just say some really good rolls were made by the engineers. And they are probably very exhausted.
No, I bet.
Okay, so Godslayer is operational. And the Storm Giants have arrived.
Nice.
And currently are talking with Isadora about possible weather preparations that you guys might want for the upcoming battle. So the Godslayers arrived, You haven't heard back from Latin yet. And actually, another surprise has arrived. The Platinum Covenant, who you've heard of, but you've not really interacted yet, has arrived as well. They are the Paladin force from Skoruk, led by Commander Ishakio, who does have a relic. He has the Fang of Bahamut with him.
Nice.
So, push comes to shove. You're
Not
not
a
sure.
dagger, is it?
No, it's a great sword.
Yeah.
It's literally, if you can imagine the sword from Inuyasha. That's the only thing I can think of. Like in like
the dinky katana version or the big fang version?
The big fang version, of course. That's the only thing I can think closely, because it does resemble like a giant dragon tooth. It should not be balanced. It should not be. No normal individual should be able to wield this thing, but it can be wielded, and with pretty good accuracy too. So you have the Platinum Covenant here, and they are measuring about 211 strong.
Nice.
Like I said, most of them paladins. So you have the Guard Slayer going to Exalted. The Storm Giants have come. And in the evening, Brother Ox and Queen Mammoth have also arrived. So you've seen Brother Ox. Brother Ox is, in most of the time, he is this like huge humanoid ox, who is, can easily, like, it's probably easily a head taller than you, Melanie, when you're actually like huge. So he's a big guy.
He's very big.
Queen Mammoth.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Easily twice his size. Easily. She is this literally a humanoid mammoth, wearing like these brightly dyed red like leathers with like this like corded pattern in the front. She wields the biggest great axe you have ever seen. It might as well be like a slab of metal, because this thing, like, if the edge to it looks sharp, but just the weight of it looks like the weight would easily like assist it with cutting through almost anything. So they have also arrived with some followers as well. Their followers are not as large as them, but they look like capable individuals in their own right. Roughly together with their forces, they are about 45 individuals.
I can't remember. Did I think I did. Nick Nevin? Is Nick Nevin coming?
If she's coming, she hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the Fae people start arriving, I'm gonna do a quick meditation and be like, "Hey, boo, what's up?"
You hear back with after you meditate, it's like things are going. We'll be there. I promise you. There's a couple other things that need to happen first. You kind of get the gist that she's attempting to help Brother Ox came with her assistance.
Mm-hmm.
So she is currently trying to get other people shuttled through currently.
Yeah, makes sense.
Before she gets there herself.
Yeah, it's like, just checking in, no rush, all good. Take your time.
All right. With that, the next day passes. No sign of the Godslayer yet. It's only been a day. However, Latin comes back with Noah and Lyris. They look exhausted. Long story short, they were able to take out a significant portion of the aerial forces before Netosa turned his ire on them.
At that are they all okay?
They're okay. Physically, they look okay. Mentally, they look very, very rough.
So what Mel will make sure is that because everybody needs to be in fighting shape. Like we can't totally annihilate our allies too early. She'll try to make sure that they are able to have some space to relax, calm down, and like decompress a little bit. So they'll try to make sure we help with that.
Okay. They thank you. Latin looks like she just needs to recenter herself. She doesn't go into detail at all about what happened, like with her personally. But whatever happened out there looks like it has shaken her to her core. Even Noah is usually a very, very stoic individual. I mean, once in a while he'll, let forth his like aura of superiority around you, Melanie. Like he is when he wants to be, he can be like a smug asshole. You've sensed it, you've seen it. Even he looks very worried about what happened. But she just needs space. Lyris doesn't look great as well, but he doesn't look as bad as Latin. So there's that. One second. Okay. Yeah, still on this day. There are 2 additional storm giants that arrive to Wingfall. One of them, both of them are very simply clothed. Both are very heavily scarred. And only one of them speaks.
Who is it?
So the individual that speaks to you says his name is Vess, and he is one of the monks that the king of the storm giants had mentioned. He introduces his compatriot Ness, who is he has a vow of silence, hence why he is not speaking. So they had been contacted, and okay. So if Aoife's already getting the monks focused and coordinated, then they'll join the ranks. Aoife doesn't have to be. I'll explain to Aoife when he gets back about these guys. So Ness and Bess, they look like brothers. Possibly, they look very, very, very closely related. So Platinum Comers come, the Netosa come. You have the Godslayer, who is not arrived quite yet. There is, in the middle of this day, there is a huge tremor through the earth that gets your attention. When you look outside, there are a couple bovine.
Oh no.
The size of mountains that have arrived.
Oh boy.
Yeah, your friends have arrived.
Oh my god, they're here.
They are here, and the sentient one speaks, and just lets he's come with like 3 others with him, and he says some things in bovine, and they settle down. They start eating trees in the meantime and drinking from a river nearby. That river might not exist in a few days, but
Maybe, but
but
it's here now.
You can't complain about the help. Okay. I am going to make a call then, KK, for this watch. Let me take a look at what I did. Make you overpowered again.
I did a little scan through the 3 or 4 episodes, and because usually you can tell on Roll20 if you scrub through it when it makes a change, looking for a pop-up. I didn't say anything, but that's the only thing I could see that would have it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm looking through episodes. I'm on episode 212 now. I don't feel like it happened that late, but
Yeah. And I looked through the transcripts.
KK, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something that I am not proud of it. But knowing what I have ahead of you, you guys might need it. You know how your broken pocket watch has 3 charges? Make it 6.
Oh. Shit.
I'm gonna actually change it myself.
Oh. God damn, y'all! That means we all fuck.
We're gonna die.
I think there was something. What I kind of remember was that doing it wouldn't break it again, maybe.
But you have 6 charges now instead of 3.
Okay.
So, do that as you will. I saved the change, so it should be in there.
Or maybe it was something once you spend a charge, you can't spend one for another hour. That's what it says now.
I gave you 6 charges.
Okay. Guys, we're gonna be fighting for a long fucking time.
Gave you 6 charges. It's fine. Everything's fine. You got 4 mountain bovine. You got 2 giant storm giants.
Just to check.
Yes.
But there's no way it would have gotten fixed when we were in Kalta, yeah?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
So many years.
I remember seeing the text, so where the fuck did it go? I want.
Yeah, at this point, it's just weird. I get it.
I don't delete anything.
It's the principle of the matter at this point.
Yeah.
Are you guys not in game?
Oh no, I am. Yeah.
I'm in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you are. But you popped back up.
I will say I had something else in another tab, and when I came back up, there was a little red mark that instantly went away. So it looks like maybe
if you tab
it
out?
had disconnected me.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
But it might have just disconnected while I was alt tabbed and I didn't know about it. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. So the next following individuals have come. So you've never met him personally, I don't think. But there is this large, high elven individual who arrives with this like luxurious light blue long hair. He has a set of robes that look like they could be made like the fabric flows like water. Zaitari, I'm not going to make you roll because you've probably heard of this individual in passing. This is the River King.
Okay.
So,
I was going to take a guess.
Yeah, this is the River King. Following him is, I believe you've met him. The Bear King follows very closely behind.
Yeah, I mean, Melanie had a wrestling match with the Bear King, so.
Yeah. Also, the Lord of the Hunt has also come as well. And surprisingly, somebody who you didn't think was going to show up at all, but I guess somehow she was convinced. There is a house with on a pair of giant chicken legs that descend.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, let's fucking go.
That descends from a portal that was that the River King, the Bear King, and the Lord of the Hunt have come.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Following her
just
are
quickly,
her
really
horsemen.
fast. Hold on a second.
You did help her find her teeth.
Yeah.
Zaitari.
We did help her find her teeth.
Do we know that she's gonna go? That all these people are gonna go back?
I mean, I would imagine, but we don't.
Okay. Because, like, I feel like we did sort of just bring Baba Yaga here, so, like, that could maybe cause issues, but, you know, I mean, fight fire with fire, right? So let's go.
Like, listen, it's the end of the world. I'm fine with Baba Yaga and her 4 horsemen being here. I can't remember, because I know that Kochalik, that guy, we threw him down, and then he helped. Is he here too?
He is not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's probably still stuck in his box.
Probably. Yeah. Probably still stuck in the box.
What's in the box?
It's a man in the box. Man in the box. Okay. So.
No, it's a prostate in a box.
Jesus Christ. So, and then finally, Nick Nevin does roll around.
Right, we've got, it's like when you're playing a video game and like you don't have as many players, but you've got like really high value wins. Like this is like the magic deck where we're not running a squirrel deck, okay? We're tapping a lot of lands to get these guys out. So hopefully hopefully there's a payoff here.
Once Nick Nevin does arrive, I'm gonna ask her. So who talked Baba Yaga into coming?
I did, and let's say, and she kind of like lowers her voice. She might not leave immediately after we all survive. It's the best. I apologize.
It's for the best. No,
it's the best I
it's
could do on a very short notice.
Yeah, it's for the best. It's for the best.
Honestly, well, you know.
I don't know how much there'll be after this, to be honest.
Could be nothing.
I'm just gonna nod solemnly. Can't you do it in 4? You guys need to take rest. Yeah.
Let's see. So I assume you guys are gonna start organizing people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say at this point on this day, if we haven't already put down the fortress, we should go ahead and do that.
I mean, the thing is, it lasts for 8 days, so we could have just.
Yeah, I think that we've already
have.
done it, but if we haven't, we need to do it. Because at this point, we should start being like as ready as possible at all times, because we're nearing the point that we don't know exactly when this thing's gonna actually show up. I just wanted to make sure we had that up and going.
So there is one person that arrive. There are two individuals that arrive, and it's so Iskin and Leo do arrive eventually, later in the night.
And how far are we out from?
You are 2 days.
Battle? Okay.
Just so you know. Raine.
Yeah. 2 days. Yep.
Yep.
Your mid-range is like, don't take this the wrong way, brother, but I wish
so,
you were.
At this point, Mel is gonna go to Tilda and have a conversation, but it doesn't need to happen because obviously that's not a thing. And she's gonna go find Raine and and say,
"We getting hitched."
I want to do everything correctly. With the whole event and all of that, and dancing, and it'll be a good time, and we can still do that. But I feel like if we're going into the end of the world, maybe better now than never. Anyway, do you want to get hitched early?
Yes.
That's good, because I already asked Tilda to do it. She's literally right there. She's on the other side of that door.
Zaitari barrels in. I heard there was a wedding.
Well,
it's funny.
I'm
It's funny. Tilda has officially married most of the party.
That's actually cool as hell. I was thinking that we would get together the core of us.
Yeah.
Is there spot you want to go? Everywhere kind of sucks right now, actually.
It really does.
Oh my god! Hold on. Do you want to see if Zaitari will make us a really good mansion? Like, one that's got
a honeymoon.
Even better, I can cast Mirage Arcane. I can make it look like whatever you want.
I was gonna say, in character, I was gonna say, but with fewer sex toys. But then I was like,
come on.
Well, I mean, hey, it's a wedding night. The same amount of sex toys, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, I can also cast Mirage Arcane on the environment and make it look like whatever you want outside, if you want that instead.
We could do either way. I don't want to burn your spell slots if you don't want us to, but...
Poor Lyris, no. You probably have Crusade or
something. We'll go grab the group.
Okay. Would you like me to pretend to be, or like be like a, Tilda-esque officiant?
I mean, that's up to you.
That is completely up to you. If you would like to just say that she does it, that's fine.
No, I can do this.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Theys
Dearly
and
beloved,
gays.
and Raine.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, I was taking a drink and I almost spit it.
It's okay.
Oh no, Hemlock, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. We'll cut this short soon. I definitely want to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate a beautiful and joyous occasion. The union of are you still Melanie Tuoven?
Yeah,
Melanie
Tuoven.
Melanie Tuoven and Raine Lavi. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you and to say a few words on this special day before we all might perish, but let's not think about that. First and foremost, let's take a moment to appreciate the love that surrounds us. Love is a remarkable thing. It has the power to bring two people together to create a bond so strong that it can. Yes.
And she just makes a let's go motion.
Oh, okay. Did you? Right, I'm thinking of like, do you remember in Men? If you've ever seen Mel Brooks' Men in Tights, like at the end.
If you've ever seen Men in Tights, who in this chat room do you think hasn't seen Men in Tights? Come on.
I'm sorry. Sometimes
Me.
like I'm old.
Wait, did somebody just say me?
Yes. I haven't seen it.
Okay, so at the end, like when they're getting married, they tell the rabbi to like make it a quick wedding.
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. Oh, fine. Melanie.
Also happens with Spaceballs. You.
Melanie, do you?
Yeah. Yes.
Raine, do you?
Yes.
Perfect. I pronounce you partner and partner. You may kiss each other.
Raine's already all up in it.
Didn't even need to say anything. It's like the meme where the guy is celebrating on the podium and just like, shakes the bottle of champagne, dips somebody. Yeah.
You guys see after Raine is just all up, just like lunging at Melanie, she's gonna just kind of like sweep her up and like turn huge and kind of like spin her around.
It's nice that Raine is up so high that no one can see the tall tear that comes out under it.
There is clapping from your small entourage.
Now the real question is,
don't forget to add the +2 AC.
Yep.
Does this moment, this emotional high point in Melanie's life, signify when she can get the biggest that she can get?
I think I was told that I have to be like fighting for my life, basically.
I mean, you're fighting for not just your life anymore.
True.
Have finger guns.
Well, we'll see.
AC 25.
But only when we're within 30 feet of each other, 60 feet, something like that. Either way.
I don't remember, but I thought it was 60. 30. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Let me actually do that little thingy for that. I was thinking
I'd like
60.
to buy 30 feet of hemp and rope.
I mean, you probably have, knowing you'd probably have 100 feet of hemp and rope already in your explorer's pack.
You mean when I play Paladin? Okay, everybody, 10 feet, within 10 feet.
Just get a child leash for everybody. All right, guys. You can't move from this spot. That's basically what playing a Paladin's like. Please stay within the zone of protection, please.
Most paladins there. Some paladins are himbos.
That is true. That is true. Mine's gonna be a himbo.
Moose.
Yeah, moose. Moose can't lie. Well, it's not moose can't lie. Moose doesn't like lying at all. All secrets will be told.
Oh boy.
I need to play a himbo. Sounds like it'd be really fun.
The most fun is to have 3 himbos and a small murderous child.
Yep. I need child leashes. But they're not for me. Okay. So you're married. Yay! Congratulations. Woo! Rice. Well, no, don't throw rice. That will
rice.
That will explode the birds.
That actually might not be a bad thing. Yeah, I was gonna say they're undead, so it's not a bad thing.
Undead vultures. Legions of undead vultures. Turkey vultures.
Just like.
Yeah, I can't even think about undead turkey vultures. That would be horrible. Okay. Everybody's happy, married, you spend the night together. Yeah. Yeah. Good news. Godslayer arrives.
Yippee.
Oh, thank goodness.
Tegan's here.
Tegan is here. Yeah. So as you guys are waking up, there is a alert that travels throughout the now established camp of odd characters that have arrived on the scene. It is organized chaos. It is very clear what Fey Lords and ladies designated spots are. Because there is a lot of bickering, but everybody is saving that bickering and that nervous energy for the fight ahead. For example, if you go to the camp where the Lord of the Hunt has made his current station, it is very quiet. As if everybody is in a deep meditation for, like, him, Brother Ox. They're in a deep meditation of what is to come. On the other side of that, the Bear King, who is the most rambunctious individual you have ever met, is currently wrestling, not overdoing it, but doing enough where the noise is bothering everybody else's camp that's going around. Baba Yaga and her 4 horsemen Baba Yaga herself has been weaving spells, making potions, and outfitting her horsemen in the most treacherous, disturbing garb she can muster. It is not a pleasant sight to anybody nearby. The River King is being the River King, if you can think of a diva Fey Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Him and Lyris actually get along, kind of. Yeah, Nick Nevin is currently with her coven, doing something similar to Baba Yaga, but not in a as terrifying manner. But you do have to remember, among her coven are hags and the like that are there. And, you know, the giant bovine have just been eating mostly. Yeah, the far nearby forest is going to be a desert pretty soon. Brother Ox and his monastery have been meditating. Queen Mammoth, every once in a while, her followers and Bear King get at it, but in almost like a playful manner. You know, you think if, you know, they they got along long enough that you could see these two, like, you could ship it. Even though Queen Mammoth is easily like 2 heads taller than Bear King, but you know who? There's some people who like a short king.
Short Bear King.
Yep, short Bear King, tall lady.
Big woman.
The Godslayer's reconstruction has been a little rushed, and you can tell, but they're taking the moments to armor him up. Armor it up, sorry. It is an object. But it
says you.
Yeah. it is even at under its, like, you know, I'd say subpar optimal.
And you're saying gender is a construct?
Oh my god. Jesus.
That's good.
That was actually pretty fucking good.
Wow, that was wide open. Fucking 10 out of 10. Good job.
Yeah, Tegan does come and, you know, like when he gets a moment, he does come and see you, because, you know, you guys are kind of like, this might be the last couple of days.
Oh no, I'm making the Magnificent Mansion for us.
He, you know, he does. It is, yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, I was doing finger guns as I was saying it, literally.
At the end of this day, there are several other individuals that come. There are 3, and the switch from the Guardians will point this out to you when they arrive. 3 of the 3. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. 3 dragons come. They are of the serpentine kind of dragon. Yep. Switch will let you know these are the guardians that help protect Inculta from foreigners and weather. Yeah. So you got those guys. There is, as the sun begins to set, somebody starts shouting that there is a very, very large entity heading your way. And those with pretty high perception can easily tell it is a dragon. It is...
Which direction is it coming?
It's coming from the north.
Is it King Jonah?
Yeah. It is a gargantuan mithril dragon.
Insane.
That just swoops surprisingly very quietly down, lands next, like close by the 3 Incultan guardian dragons, who seem to recognize him pretty much as he gets gets closer. And as soon as nobody everybody acknowledges it, because Jesus Christ, look at the characters you have in this camp already. But it is very clear that the guardian dragons do recognize him. Some say they go way back. So King Jonah has arrived. And with that, as evening comes, there is a shroud of darkness and foreboding that starts to send ripples of fear throughout the camp. Even the great Baba Yaga is not immune to this.
Oh, baby.
A howling wind, unlike any ever experience, sweeps through the land. It carries with it a chilling, otherworldly resonance that strikes fear into the hearts of all who hear it. Whatever trees that are left that not have been devoured by the gigantic bovine begin to bend and creak under the weight of this malevolent gust. The dark clouds that have gathered, that have been obscuring the sky for days, start to weep incessantly, with rain falling like a never-ending funeral procession, flooding the almost once dried rivers that the giant bovine had drank from, and starting to turn the once fertile fields into sodden-like graves. Flocks of crows, their feathers as black as the deepest abyss, circle ominously overhead. And as people fall asleep for what could perhaps be their final night, their dreams are plagued by haunting visions of the Shadowfell, of the underworld, nightmares of loved ones rising as the undead, or of endless suffocating darkness torments the sleep of all who dare close their eyes.
We're gonna fucking die, man.
Yeah. Do it, there. Kill them.
Do it. Yeah, I can't wait to see who actually survives this.
Yeah. So, in the morning, there's a shape that starts to rise from the sea. Black as the darkest night. Its black ichor tendrils reach up towards where it can sense the living. This gelatinous substance from this being forms tentacles, forms skulls of all types of beings, humans, horses, birds. It is just a giant mass. It's as if this thing is made out of the malevolent thoughts, the worst feelings that humanity can muster. Netosa, the Undying, starts to rise from the sea, and around him are the dead that he himself has killed, that his followers have killed. And though his flying forces have been slightly diminished by a few meteor storms, they still partially blot out the sky. Your camp has readied themselves in the best way they can. All of the monks that have gathered, now 16 of them, with the addition of the two storm giants, Ness and Vess. Stand ready. The Fae Kings, Queens, the lords and ladies of their realm have amassed their forces as they look at this wall of withering paladins and clerics of all walks of life stand at the ready. However, there is a very slight tremor through even the bravest warriors. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Dream of the Blue Veil.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, cruel world. See you later. I'm just going to abandon this plane. All my loved ones are here. Let's go.
I cast a wish. I wish to be transported to a new plane.
campaign,
Another
please.
multiverse that is not this one.
By the way, it's all Barovia.
Welcome to
Actually, I'm fairly
Ravenloft.
sure with Dream of the Blue Veil, maybe I get to pick. I can't remember. But regardless, yeah, no. It's just like, it's right there. I could do it.
Aoife's gonna grab the owl token off of her her mantle of the Wild Mother and yank it, so I have advantage on wisdom stuff.
Okay. Sounds good.
Zaitari Simulacrum is going to go over to Raine and cast Foresight. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I'm just gonna put that advantage.
How far is this thing away from us at this point? Like, are we just seeing it like a mile out, right out of the ocean? Or are we seeing it
Pretty
right
much
here
a
at the
mile
tip?
outright out of the ocean.
Yeah.
There is a swath of forces before it, just climbing out of the water, Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Nice. I mean, Mel will grab her gear. She's not going to activate most of her buffs yet. She's going to wait for that, but she'll, grab her gear.
Oh, I'm going to lube up.
And,
Oil and slipperiness. Oil and slipperiness.
turn big and go out and try to, man different forces and just keep the troops as calm and organized as possible, and try to just get rid of the minions as they roll up, basically.
Okay. All right. So I hear that Zaitari and Aoife are oil of slipperinessing their self. Solarakum is ready to go. Mel, you are out there rallying. Okay. I think Hemlock, how you doing? I know your stomach bug is.
I mean, I don't feel great. I can't go like 2 more hours, but I can go a little bit longer.
I think this is a good time to stop. I think now it's time for battle, so this will take a bit. So
yeah, I'm honestly fairly tired, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to start into combat. But like the getting ready portions are fine.
Yeah. So Solacrum.
I'm going to write down in my bonds area what I have going.
Yeah, you write down. I have some of what you guys are doing, but if you write down yourself, that would be great. What you have popped out.
Oh, because we have it, and Tilda has the spell, we would have done
Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast last
Okay.
night, yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna know the was it 2d10 for extra hit points in Heroes Feast?
I'm checking it right now.
And I have 120 hit points. I need it.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's 2d10. So, Dare, do you want to roll that?
Yeah, I'll roll that.
Immune to poison, and frightened. Advantage on all wisdom.
Wow, look at that, you guys. I guess.
So my HP just went up by like 20%.
All right.
For 120 to 139.
Okay.
I guess since I have 3 of them left, I will pop up a potion of heroism.
Okay.
Saving throw. Wisdom.
And I have a bunch of stuff ready to go to down right before we make contact. 2 more potions and one of our beacon books.
Yeah.
And similarly, I'm going to be popping out my arms, like, when I can approximate, like, 2-ish minutes before we make contact, the arms are going to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, the fear is going to be really, really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know how many people you can do with Heroes Feast, but if we could have done, if we had excess, we would have given it to any
Up
allies.
to 12. It's up to 12. I assumed that my simulacrum partook.
Also,
any of our
Grim.
other high-level cleric friends could also be casting it.
Yeah.
True.
I want to get as many of the monks involved through multiple castings as possible.
We have the bowls for it, so I want to say that there were 4.
We knew that it was gonna probably be today, so we would have done it last night. I just didn't think of it because I didn't think of feeding Heroes Feast to anybody. It's not a spell I have, so.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I just remembered it, so. So that's out.
Are you okay, Lynn?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a very small cough. I thought I muted myself. I'm sorry.
It's like, did a cat collide into your mic?
I mean, that does happen sometimes.
Yeah, I assume so.
No, that was just me coughing.
There aren't any other prep spells. That I would be able to cast with Wish the night before.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, mostly just asking the audience.
I
I think the Hero's Feast is the only
gonna
cast
be-
the day before type deal.
water breathing. I don't. Yeah, but useful. But
We have we have our charms of water walking.
Oh, that's true. Filter.
I could get us a planar ally.
Now I abuse the fuck out of that in Baldur's Gate.
I mean, that might not be bad. I don't know what all that'd be. It's up to you guys.
Challenge rating 4 or lower. Jesus Christ, that's like nothing. Why is that a 7th level spell?
I mean, if it's something that does any sort of healing or assistance, it's still not bad.
You could do a contingency on yourself to like heal you if you go down.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Or the other option would be Mind Blink. Until a spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage. Any effect that it would sense emotion or read thoughts. Charm condition. It's a 24-hour spell.
Yeah, Mind Blank is actually really good.
It's a question of whether you were going to see charmed or psychic damage. It's just honestly both are pretty possible.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way that that the psychic resistance and charm, or the psychic and charm immunity would be useful on the most? Because I'm thinking maybe Melanie. If not, I'm just going to cast it on myself.
Well, of course, charm is Melanie could wreck any of us. I mean, to be honest, Zaitari, depending on what spells she has left, could, you know?
Yeah.
But
oh, and my wisdom saves are trash. I'm just casting it on myself. I'm being selfish.
it'll be the best choice until it's not, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, and that lasts for 24 hours. Cool. Better than casting Foresight on myself because I want to save that 9th level spell slot in case I need it for something. So. Okay, I think I'm probably good. I have 2 oils of slipperiness, so I'm gonna my simulacrum's gonna lube up too.
Okay.
Imagining you guys rubbing each other down and everyone's just like, this is weird.
And that's not why we all had this dream, no?
Yeah. Yeah, who knows what happened in the Magnificent Mansion with 2 Zaitaris.
Maybe it's not cheating if it's me.
Oh my god.
That is exactly what you would say.
Oh, in karmic comeuppance, I did just stub my toe a little bit, so.
So we have Oils of Slipperiness, we have Hero's Feast, we have Foresight on Raine, we have Giant's Might on Mel. We have probably Hero's Feast on like at least half of the monks, we'll say. It is a high level spell for, remember, most of these guys are probably mid-level adventurers from a lot of these places, so not many of them probably would have spell. Well, if you count Nenrine in the mix, yeah, you can probably get like half of the monks to do this.
What level would Nenrine be able to cast Aid?
Cast what?
Aid.
Aid?
Yeah.
Because it scales, it gives you more HP per level that you cast it. I think technically it would be 6, but
I would only get 3 people, but if one of them's me, it would help.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, you're probably right, 6.
I think Melanie, Aoife, and Raine would be the smartest to put that on.
On what is this?
Aid. 6 levels, 3 people.
Does it stack with the temporary hit points I get from Hero's Feast?
Hero's Feast isn't temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Not temporary hit points. I mean, if it's in addition to my M max and in addition to my max, do I get both?
Yes.
You should, because they're not from the same source.
Nice.
5 above that, so
5,
So-
10, 15, 20, 25. 25 hit points.
25 from the aid. Okay.
Yeah, it increases your maximum as well.
Okay. 249 plus 25. I'm at 274.
Raine has never felt more alive.
I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna smoke a herb, and in this case, it's the shade leaf herb, because it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Gives me a whole bunch of warlock stuff. So
It's like I have more stuff I could drink, but I don't think now's the time yet. This could be a while.
What?
Oh, well, this just says, wife, we can't curse around the kids anymore. Me, what says stands at a bowl, and it says, it cuts them off and says, say snake instead. And it says, this is snake shit. I don't know why I find that hilarious. Ignore me. I'm very tired.
I do have a potion of arcane recovery. I just don't really have any like utility spells a 4th level or lower that would actually be beneficial for me to cast. Oh wait, actually. Could cast Armor of Agathis. A 4th level.
How much is that at that point? 30?
20. It's just 20 hit points.
Mm.
But I just want to be on the. It's kind of like I want to be on the safe side kind of thing, because it's 1d3 plus 3. So I have a guaranteed chance of getting 4 levels of spell slots back, but I can also just save it in between combats and chug it as needed. So. God, I'm scared. Jesus Christ.
You guys will be fine.
Is that it? We done?
Yep, we're done for the night.
All right.